What up? I'm back. Today is what is today? The 15th of July. Just got through painting one again to this song. Dude, I like it. Dude, I like that setup, man. It's fun, like, to know that I started my day, even though it's nighttime, I like to say it starts my day with, like, something new. A new song, like, on my way home. It's so crazy because the last couple of days, like, I'll start driving home listening to my talk still from working, and then when my talk ends, like, that's the last time I'm gonna listen to it. And then on the way home, halfway through, like, it ends, and then I switch over to music for the rest of the drive home and start kind of like searching for like whatever song calls out to me, you know, on the drive home. And then when I get in my bedroom and once I put the new canvas up, then I really start looking real hard to like what song am I gonna paint to in like 3 minutes, you know, because I'm fixing to paint. And so, like, I don't know, this song came on. There was a couple other songs that came on, but like, I don't know, man, back on this summer kick. So I was like, why not? I'm almost done. I'm fixing to step into something new. I'm so freaking excited about it. I gotta clean up just a little bit tomorrow. I got another job I gotta go to tomorrow too. And freaking, like, this weekend I'm done. So, like, it's over with. Like, I'm done. Whatever I'm fixing to walk into, like, I had to finish all this stuff up to walk into this new faded. I had to get past this faded event. Like, I had to choose when to finish this faded event, and it's done. And I'll be free. I'll be able to walk into whatever I need to walk into. I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll see. We'll see, because it's now I can really focus on what I want to focus on. So I can really focus on painting and all kinds of other stuff. There's just so much stuff that I want to do, so much stuff I need to do, just so much. We'll see. Whatever, man. Today was cool. My painting was cool. My painting was weird. It's so weird that, like, how much... Like, I have no idea what I'm gonna paint. Like, I picked a song within a couple minutes, and then I walked through the canvas, and, like, whatever happens. Like, song of the summer, whatever. Like, I put a sun in the middle of the painting, and just kind of went from there. Like, I kind of like how it's fun that I can use spray paint. Like, I'm probably gonna get more spray paint next week, different colors and stuff, and because I like the background like that. That's cool to me, because I can kind of just real quick just do some weird design and then build on top of that, right? And then it always has real cool colors, because that's what I like. I like those bright ass colors in the back that kind of fade through, especially on this kind of canvas, whatever this. Well, I can't use light to project through it, so I'm kind of doing the same thing by building a light in the background. I don't know. It's fun. I love it, man. It's kind of weird because, like, this one only took, I don't know, 38 minutes. Like, it was pretty quick, and I was like, usually I like to try and get around an hour, because then my talk isn't usually an hour or so. But it's whatever, really. It is what it is, and I looked at it and I was like, man, I'm done. There's nothing else to do to this thing. Like, I don't know, I don't want to keep messing with it. Like, I liked it the way it was. It was quick, it was simple, it was easy, and it was fun. It did what it needed to do. It let me get out whatever I wanted to get out for the day, and it let me escape for a second, you know. And it's not even escaping, because it's like, it's part of me now. Like, that's what's so cool about this art, is like, I've built a routine, and it's fun, and it's cool, and it's like, I know when I get home I'm gonna have something that I really enjoy doing, and I like creating, and I don't know what's gonna happen. The unknown is what infatuates me with this. I mean, the unknown is what infatuates me with humans. Is the unknown, and they're not predicting anymore, and they're not creating these stories in my head, and not assuming anymore. I do assume things, but for the most part, with interactions, like, dude, I'm blank. It's so crazy to like walk up to a human being and not have any assumptions what's going to happen, not going to pretend to know what they're going to talk about, not pretend to know what they're going to say, not to pretend to know what's going on in their head. Like, dude, it makes life so exciting because you're engulfed in the moment. Like, you're living in the moment, understanding that you have zero expectations. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen, and you're ready for it. You're not even ready. You just know that whatever does happen, it doesn't freaking matter. You're smart enough, you're strong enough, and you can adapt to anything that gets thrown your way. And a lot of that just has to do with me being confident, dude. And like I said, when I started this journey, I was like, Cody, no more putting your hands in front of you. And I watch myself now. I put my hands in front of me sometimes when I'm talking to human beings again. And I've watched me shift back from living the extreme of walking around with my hands behind my back. And I still do it a lot of times. But sometimes I just mirror people. And I notice that a lot more. Like, when people block themselves off, I do it as well. Because whatever they're blocking, they're uncomfortable. And I don't want none of that uncomfortableness. I'm blocking myself as well. Like, it's real weird. It's real weird becoming so aware of yourself and so aware of the other person and so aware of what's going on in the moment. It's really cool, and it's helping me read even more the situations, man. Like, it's really hard to explain just how much more aware of the subtle things of how I know a human being acts. Each individual person, I already know in my head how they act, why they do the things that they do, the way they talk, their mannerisms. So I know how they're feeling. And it's funny, man. It's hilarious to me. I don't understand how I can pick it up so quick, but I just do. Like, I noticed some dude was on muscle relaxers the other day. Like, I knew he was high. Like, before he told me he was high, I just knew. And it was just because his back was hurting until he took some. But I just knew that his demeanor changed, the way he was talking changed, like everything else changed, and it wasn't very subtle. Like, it was very subtle. Like, it wasn't. It was, it was real weird, and I knew, and I laughed at him. And it's funny, but it's like I'm becoming just more aware every day. Like, my skills are getting better and better and better every single day. Like, the old version of Cody, he walked around trying to assume things and trying to understand it, and he knew them. But now this version knows for sure, and it's so crazy because it's like I had to go through this time because what future is coming for me, and I had to face all these lessons again because of the future that is coming to me, and to understand that I don't have time anymore to deal with two-faced people, to deal with people with different alternative motives. People take advantage of me. I can't let it happen anymore. I have to protect myself because I don't have time. And what's happening is, which is whatever, but I just won't have time. So I have to weed out the people real quick when they come to me, and they will. And I'll just have to deal with it quick. I don't have time for that. And that's I've talked about this the whole time, making grandiose statements. That the old Cody is not here anymore. The old Cody is not here. He's not coming back. This is the real Cody. This is the Cody that you should be afraid of. This is the real Cody that is not going to deal with your shenanigans or anybody's shenanigans. And this is the real Cody who loves himself. That's ultimately it. This is the real Cody who loves himself. And that's what's weird about this world is once you step into your worth and you understand your worth, I mean, it's a different game. all these people that tried to one-up you and take advantage of you and all this stuff, like, even though a lot of them didn't know that they were doing it, they were just looking out for themselves and looking at my kindness as a weakness, which my kindness is a strength. I am kind, and I do look naive, and people use that against me. And it's just me. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I used to. Now it's just like I don't have time for that. You either come honest, or you don't come at all, and or you're gonna be walking away limping because your pride's gonna be hurt. And that's the point of it. Like, when you step in and you give yourself time, I mean, the world is your oyster, and what I'm going to is big. What I'm gonna do is big and a lot, and there's no other way I could have done it. There's no other way I could have been who I am without giving myself time, without my life being exactly the way it is, without the heartbreaks, without all these things. Because I had to realize some stuff can be painted and look all good and glitter and look like gold, but it's not. And I can't waste my time on that stuff anymore. Even though I give everyone the benefit of the doubt and I want the best for everyone, I just can't do it. It's not worth it to me anymore. I am who I am. I'm only capable of doing what I can do. I can't continue to give from my cup. I just can't do it and drain myself for other human beings who is never going to try and figure out the process themselves. I'm fine filling your cup up if you're going to do the work to maintain that cup or learn how to refill it and recharge it yourself. But I can't just run around filling up people's cups, and that's BS. It's bull crap, and that's what I did my whole life. That's what I tried to do. I always just tried to make everyone else okay. And I'm done with that. It sucks because it seems harsh and it seems like it has no compassion, but I've done nothing but have compassion. And when I've walked away from people in the past, a lot of times that compassion was just gone. I gave too long, too much, and then finally I'm just over it and I just walk away. And it is what it is. You can look at it any way you want, but you know, whatever. It is what it is. But it's fun, man. The art for me is everything, man. Art for me is fun, and it's exciting. It's new. It's crazy. Next week I'll be working out again. I'll be happy, so happy. Getting that workout in every day, and which is cool. It's good. It's good for me because then it changes my eating habits. It changes my water intake. It changes so much stuff, and it's whatever. It's so funny. I just been thinking about my life, like it's so opposite of what it used to be in many facets. But we'll see. It's actually really weird. Like, I've been looking at I've been kind of just reminiscing. I've kind of just been reminiscing about, like, this journey I've been on. And, like, dude, I have lived so much in the last year and a half. It's actually really crazy. Like, how different my life has been. And, it's not good or bad. It's just crazy. Like, because I jumped from, like, one extreme of completely being by myself all the time, to, like, being with humans non-stop throughout the day for, I don't know, maybe 6 months. And, probably longer than that. Probably, like, 8 or 9 months. Probably, like, once my mom passed away. Probably, like, let's see, maybe, like, Thanksgiving on until maybe a month ago. And I was with humans just all the time, like during the day. At nighttime, I was still with myself, but during the day, like I lived such an extreme from what I was used to. It's real crazy. Yeah, dude, it's real crazy because like I've never been, dude, I've never been with humans that long, ever. I don't think. Like, I mean, I guess maybe when I worked with people, I was with them all the time, but, but, but I wouldn't talk to them either. Like, I would get in the vehicle in the mornings, and I'd put my headphones in, and I wouldn't even talk until a couple hours until we got going, got to the job. Like, because I was just pissed off. I was always pissed off in the morning because I was the meanest dude in the world in the morning, and I never understood why. I still honestly have no idea. I have no idea why. Because there's no reason to wake up mad. Like, I don't wake up mad now. And I've shifted back into the old Cody. Like, I wake up and I'm good. I'm happy. Like, I don't even have to get to music yet. Because I don't even listen to music. I listen to my talks. So it's weird, like, because, man, like, I can't believe the life that I've lived. Just since I started focusing on myself and I started, like I said, sitting in my bedroom, listening to watching Random Acts of Kindness, and just started popping questions like, well, what is this happiness, and what is this? Because I've always loved giving. I've always loved helping people. I always have. And, I mean, I'll never stop that. And so now it's just kind of a little different the way I do it. And I give my time now more than anything. But it's just weird. It's weird knowing that like I had to live the extreme, the other extreme, and I had to live it for a little bit of time, 0.0000006% of my life, and it was enough. It was enough of me. Like, I learned so quick and I adapt so quick that me just living 8 months out of my life was enough information for me to roll back into balance up against the other 35 years of my life. Like, it's so crazy. Because, dude, I'm serious. Like, I wasn't with a lot of people for many years, especially like the last 10, you know, and for me to just jump right into extremes, like, and spending time with humans all day, like, it was weird for me. And me doing that and not being like ran down, me not losing them. Like, when I hanged out with my family and stuff, like, before that, dude, I would be so drained, man. Like, people would just drain the piss out of me, you know? Like, I don't know what it was. I'd be so tired when I left them. Like, but now it's like, dude, I can stay with humans and I don't get drained. Like, it is what it is. They don't affect me anymore. Their emotions don't hurt me anymore. Like, I don't, it's weird. I'm protecting myself in a weird way. That, or I'm just above it all, and I don't, the energies from humans that I used to take on, the suffering that I used to take on, like, I don't take it anymore. And so, like, it's so weird stepping into that, running around the world, and, like, doing. I mean, there's a couple times where that's drained me. I can think of a couple instances over the last couple months where someone really did F me up, like, drain me, and but it had to be that way because I had to take it all. I took it all from them, and it was needed. It was a situation that it had to be done, and it's whatever, man. It's just part of my purpose. So sometimes I do have to take it away, take away that stress, take away that anxiety, and I know I do it. I know I've done it. I've watched myself have to do it, and it's fine in the moment, but when I go back home and try and recharge, it really sucks because it destroys me. But because it's taking on somebody else's crap. That's the worst part about it. The worst part about it, when you take on other people's emotions and stuff, is it is not yours. Therefore, it's hard to combat it because you don't understand where it's coming from. Now I do. Now I understand it wasn't mine. Now I understand it's not mine. And, that makes a world of difference, because then it just sucks because I have to just sit in it. And, just because that's part of the penalty of taking other people's stuff. It's kind of like a karma thing. It's you can't, that energy has to go somewhere. The bad energy that you take from somebody, it has to be bad still. You can't really convert it, because it's real energy, and you just gotta suffer with it. Either you choose to take it from that human, and then you have to manage it, which sucks, but I'm built for it, or you just leave it with them and let them suffer in it, which is obviously the right choice because it's their stuff, but I choose to take it on sometimes, and I got to deal with the repercussions of it, and that's fine, and that's cool, because I know, whatever, who cares? I know I'm still happy, baseline happy, and it will all work out in the end. Well, they may not be there yet. They may not be able to walk around like that. So me just giving them some relief may give them enough strength and a window to breathe so they can continue on. And I'll take it. It does suck, but I'll take it. And it's part of who I am. It's part of me doing things when people don't even understand what I'm doing. And they'll never understand. They won't even know I do it. But that's part of it. You can't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. And whatever, man. But I'm excited about the future that's coming. It's kind of weird that I'm coming to it, that it's here. It's so close I can freaking see it. I can taste it. I can feel it. Semi-scary. But not really. It's just is it really here now? Because I've been anticipating this moment for a while. And that's why I'm kind of feeling weird right now. Because it's it's really here. Now what, Just hit it. Whatever I want is possible now. Whatever I'm going to do, it's here. Big changes are coming, and I'm excited about it. And it's going to change everything, the dynamic of everything. And I have to say one more goodbye to the past, and it's gone forever. And I did all the work. I took all the time. I gave myself time. I battled everything and ideas, and I'm choosing who I want to be. I'm choosing Cody, and I have every option. And I'm choosing what I want. That's what's so cool, is understanding that you get to choose. Once you cut those ties, once you step away from those people that are blinding you or fogging you, are leading you in directions that they want you to go, and you really understand that you can choose whatever you want. You just have to cut away those other influences. And I'm not trying to separate you from people that are good to you and love you and stuff, but I'm just saying that at the end of the day, it's only about you. Only about you. And you do what you want to do, man. You like that, do that. If you want this, do this. It's infinite possibilities. You just have to do the work. You got to do the work. You got to take that leap. And that's where I'm at. I'm so done with this old life. And endless possibilities moving forward. And whatever happens, and it will all work out in the end. And who knows, man? Who knows where I'll be in a week? Honestly, that's how quick it's gonna happen. Who knows? Who knows how many phone calls I'll have to make next week? Who knows? But it's really cool to just understand the journey that I've been on, and it's kind of overwhelming to think about it. Like I said, dude, I lived the extreme. I jumped over the lake, like, and live this other side. Like, I ran across the water to the other side of the lake that I've only seen from a distance, and I've lived it over there. I ran around and watched and learned and played, and then I kind of just went back into the middle of the water again, and like, which I've never been. I've never been in the middle of the water. I've never been in the balance where I could just go that way or go this way, depends on what I want to do. And it's so crazy to think that now I have infinite options because I'm right in the middle. I can go to that side, I can go to this side. Whatever I need, it's all there. I can pull from both sides at the same time, like, to create whatever I need to on my path down this river. And it's really cool, man. And it's crazy because it's like I had to be alone. I had to be alone. Because I had to learn all these things. I had to learn how to be alone. I had to learn how to love myself alone, to care for myself alone, to give myself time, to become confident in who I am, to turn into a lion that I always have been, but just now I can walk around like a lion that I am, and just roar, just have fun, just walk, and when people come and ask, I can tell them, and just I have the walk to prove it. I've documented everything to prove it. It's all done exactly the way it was supposed to. Like, and that's what's so crazy is like, it had to be this way. I had to give myself time. I had to talk. I had to look crazy. I had to sound crazy. I had to. That it's all about me looking as messed up as possible through this process to understand that when I come out on the other side and people do start asking questions, people do start coming to me and they just like, man, we used to think it's crazy. But no, you had it right. And I'm like, yeah, the whole world thought I was crazy. My whole family thinks I'm crazy. But I did what it took to get here. I gave myself time. The Creator let me do it. He helped me through it. He understands that this was my path. He knows I don't know. I just got little nudges here and there and ideas and basically promises and whatnot. And it is what it is. Like, and it's super exciting now. I'm tired, and because the journey wasn't easy, and it was long. It was a lot longer than I planned it to be. It was a lot longer than I thought it would be. I didn't even really think. I just started walking, and now it's here. Like, the end is here, and it's just like I don't have really emotions for it, but it's here, and it's like I'm ready. I'm ready for it, and I'm excited for it. Even if I don't sound excited, I am excited. It's just a lot right now. It's a lot of overwhelming. Like, I don't know. I'm at peace with it. It's almost like hard to believe that it's here. But I do believe it's here. And it's it will all work out in the end, and it's cool, man. It's really cool. Cuz this is like, so now what? Like, next week when I sit down and I start planning what I got to do, it's like, so what? I'll have the pro and cons listed, but make it real. And like, I have to do this every single day, and then everything else is kind of free flowing within time. And like, what's the most important thing I need to do first? And it'll be cool, man. I'm excited about it, and just to watch things start falling into place now. But it's just because I had to get to this fated event and finish it, and then the floodgates open after that. Like, But it took exactly how long it was supposed to. Everything went exactly the way it was supposed to. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened this way. So I'm content with that. I'm okay with that. And it's like I can't be mad at it because the time is done. You can't dwell in the past, and it's over. So it's just like, boom, a new step, walking out that door, and breathing in this new air that I'm not used to, breathing in this new time that I'm not used to, breathing in this new version of Cody that I'm not used to yet. And when I walk through that door, it's going to be a totally different version of Cody. A more complete version of Cody, a Cody that's ready to take the task at hand. And walk around in his true power and understand that his worth is everything. And if, like, I'm going to be holding myself and what I do with my time to a different standard than before. And I'll be able to do that. And I'll be able to prove it and all kinds of stuff. So, like, it's just me walking into who I am because I gave myself time. And I learned who I was, and I learned who I am going to be. And I learned how to get there. I know the way. And I'm excited. I'm super excited about it. It's weird because it's like I'm just trying to imagine, like, I can't even imagine what's going to happen. That's the point. It's like I can't. Because it's going to be outside of my imagination because it's going to be so big that it's like, holy crap. Like, there's no way I can imagine, so I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to accept what is coming and accept it all because I deserve it. And it's going to be so fun, dude. If you thought I was happy now, just wait. Wait till I'm extremely overwhelmed but happy at the same time. While I'm doing all this stuff and I'm just, wow, When I'm wearing nice clothes every single day and I'm not getting dirty, like, I'm gonna be like, this is weird. This is weird, but it's really happening. Like, it's gonna be different. I'm excited about it. And it's because it's different than what I've lived my whole life. This is gonna be something so grandiose that it's gonna be like, man, man, Cody, you were right the whole time. I'm like, yeah, bro, I told you. I can't blame you for not believing. But when it's here, and there's nothing I can do about it. So, like, I'm excited about it. It's cool, man. It was worth it. That's all I'm gonna be saying. Worth it. Worth it. Worth every bit of it. Worth all the heartbreaks. Worth the struggle. Worth getting made fun of. Getting laughed at. Worth being alone. Worth it. You need a song for the summer. The song is cool, man. I honestly don't know why I picked it. I picked it because it was a song about summer, I guess. I don't know, like, it sounds cool. I've painted to another one of his songs, and it's cool. Like, all you needed to feel alive was a song for the summer. Like, and for me, like, that's crazy because it's like music is so crazy for me. Like, it controlled my emotions. It does get me hyped. Like, it will put me in a sad mood. It'll put me in a happy mood. Like, depending on the song, like, it will make me deal with my past. It will make me, think about the future. Make me think about romantic things. It's so crazy, just music. I love it, man. But whatever, man. And dude, the summer's like halfway through July now, and it's like, dude, it's getting so close, and it's almost gonna be done, and it's so weird, man. Time is going by so fast. Like, my mom, passed away like on August 3rd, so like, it's just so quick. It's almost been a year, and it's like, I've changed so much just since then. And I started the journey, I don't even know, April, March last year. And I don't know, maybe before then, who knows. So it's like, dude, I've changed so much in just a small amount of time in a year, dude. I've a full, 180, 360, 730, who knows, man. 720, like, I've changed completely. I've grown into a man, like from a child, from someone who was so broken that he didn't even know he was broken, because I was just shattered in pieces. I was double-minded. I didn't believe in myself, I knew I had skills, but they didn't really matter. I was still, kind of worthless in the sense of, like, I didn't know my own worth, and I missed out on a lot of money because of that. And but now it's like, now I understand my worth, but I don't even care about that money anymore, like with the old work and stuff that I've done, because I'm still doing the same stuff. I'm still going out there and just like taking care of people's stuff, and like, just pay me whatever. Like, I don't really care, because I know you're on a budget, so it's like I just don't care. Like, you pay me whatever. Like, I don't want to take away your money. You worked hard for your money. Like, I'm still part of your life. Like, you help me in other ways too. So like, I just don't care. Mutual give and take, And that, honestly, I built my business that way, and it's definitely not the way to win in life, based on this world standards. But like I told people before, it was never about the money. It was always about the relationship. Now, it's all about the relationship, and the money will come. I'm not worried about it. I'm pulling energy out of the world anyways. Like, I'm getting all the money I ever need. I'll be fine for all of eternity. Like, it's coming. It is what it is. Whatever. I'm worth all of it coming this way. So it's like, who cares? Because what I want to do in life is way more important than that kind of energy. So it's cool, man, and I'm excited about it. I really am, dude. It's worth it, man. It was worth it all. Like, it's so crazy. I've never done a journey before. I've never had goals, and then they're so big that now it's like, holy crap, like, it's here. Like, you did make it. Like, and you did change completely. You changed your body. Like, you changed the way you do things. You changed the way you see things. You changed the way you feel. You changed the way you walk, the way you talk. You fixed that broken, shattered heart. Like, you healed it completely. You're capable of loving now. Like, you love yourself. You give yourself time. Like, all of it, man. So worth it. All worth it. You're capable of loving another human being now. And you're not worried about breaking them like you were broken. You're not worried about neglecting them like you were neglected. You're not worried about any of this stuff. You're not worried about lying to them. You're not worried about deceiving them. Like, you just you. And I can really be there for another person. I'm freaking excited about it, because everyone deserves that from everyone in the world. Like, we deserve to have a counterpart, or people in our lives that are honest to us, that don't lie to us, that don't try and deceive us, don't try and manipulate us, don't try and put us down. Like, we deserve the best. All of us do. But if you're not the best version of yourself and you can't give those things, you're not going to get those in return, because there's zero human beings that are going to give you that. Because if they love themselves and they're walking in the power, like, they're not going to give you a day. And that's kind of where I'm at now. It's like, I understand that I'm kind of a weird human being, and I'm going to give people that even when they lie to me, at least for a little bit. Because I want them to change. I want them to see it. I want them to feel what it's like to meet someone that's capable of doing that, capable of unconditional love. Because I never met anyone that did it, or maybe I just wasn't capable of receiving it, so that's the case. But now that I love myself unconditionally, I unconditionally love other humans. So part of my purpose is to walk around the world and give people unconditional love so they can see it, so I can reflect it from themselves and they can see that it is possible and that it is real and that they're in life, like, humans are the reason why there's conditions on love, but there are humans that are capable of unconditional love. It just takes time to get to that point, to learn, to be comfortable in yourself, and then it is what it is. Like, it's a long process, and it's not even that long, because I walked into unconditional love really quick. I looked at myself and gave myself unconditional love and instantly gave it to another human being, and been giving it to humans ever since. And I have no choice anymore. It is what it is, but whatever. But it's crazy, man. It's been a crazy journey, and it's super fun, and it was worth every bit of it. And I like this song even more and more as I listen to it. It's cool, man. It's cool. I don't even know how many paintings I have in there. I don't even know. Probably over 100 now. And so, like, I guess next week, probably the end of next week, I'm going to start kind of going through them and, like, looking at them and trying to figure out the best way to frame them. And I'm probably going to look at, I don't know. I'm going to probably look at framing the insulation ones first, because they're so big, and then framing my big ones first, and get them framed out first, and then kind of go from there on the smaller ones, because those are easy to frame. And some of them I may not frame at all, and then some I will. So I just got to choose. I'll probably frame them all. I don't know. But then I can look at, like, having a show, and I may do one. I don't know. I may do something different. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. I got a bunch of ideas. I'm not sure how or which one I'm gonna do yet. We'll just kind of see once I get them all framed and find out how many I have. Because I got a lot. And then I kind of got to dig through and, like, figure out names of them and or songs, and especially for the insulation ones, because I didn't I haven't really kept up with that stuff, but I knew I had it all posted, so it's like I can just run through and look at all that stuff and go from there. Like, it's not a big deal. I don't know, I just paint so many. It is what it is, but it's cool, man. I'm super excited about it, though. Like, super excited about, like, that part of my life. Like, focusing kind of like a different aspect of my art. Like, now I spent time painting everything, and then now I can, like, really start, like, going back and, like, reliving the process of doing it. Because every time I touch a painting or look at a painting, like, boom, it shoots me back into that moment to where I can, whatever, and I'm touching it and I'm framing it and all this stuff. Like, it's gonna be cool to, like, really spend a little bit more time with each piece of art and understanding and looking back at my journey, because it's going to take me back to different journeys, different talks, different times of this journey, and it's just letting me, like, look at it again and just be like, damn, Cody, you should be proud of the journey that you've been on. Like, you were here and then now you're here. Like, you had to face this and you had to face that, and every painting and song invoked something, and you had to face it and make it real. And that's going to be a cool journey to do. That's going to be fun for me. Because that's going to take me a minute, too. It's not going to be a quick process. It's going to be, you know, me taking each picture, each canvas, going outside, like, building a frame around it, like, whatever. And, like, that's going to take a minute. And, super excited about that process because it's going to be needed, and I'll probably have to take a week off of painting and just kind of reminisce in the journey that I've been on. And that's part of the process. It's like, yes, you went through a journey, but you actually have to stop and look back at the journey too that you've been on, so you could pick up things that you've missed. You could be more proud about things that you did go through and you just kind of flew through because you had to as part of the journey. And like, I'm super excited about that because I'm going to get a lot of information from it, and I'm going to remember a lot more things. I'm going to bring them to the forefront, and it's crazy because I've kind of flew through this process, to be honest with you. Like, I just put my head forward and just kept trucking, and like, but I've learned a lot every single day, and I just instantly implemented the things I learned, like instantly, and then began to walk in those. So it's like every day, when I talk about upgrading myself, it's like I'm literally upgrading myself every single day. I don't even know what these upgrades are yet because I haven't even spent time to look at them. Like, I just knew I was, boom, going through an upgrade, boom, going through an upgrade, walking in this new version of me every single day, transforming every single day into something a little bit newer than the previous day before. But I still don't even know. I don't even know about these things. It's almost like when you go work out freaking hard, like, you got to have that rest period, and then when you rest, that's when you really grow. When you give your body time to heal, like, and that's actually what's happening probably next week and the week after. It's like when I really start to slow down a little bit, and I can take time away from things and focus on just the little things of framing my work, and then I can look back at my life and look back at the journey. Like, I'm going to grow even more then. Like, that's when the real growth happens, is after I've broke down all the stuff, and then I can just heal up. And that's crazy that it's fixing to happen like that, because that's when I can truly, when I come out of that little time, that resting period, that's when I'm really going to be walking into my final form, or my best self from this whole journey. And so it's just cool because like the next couple weeks will be kind of like a rest period from like the previous journey, and this fated event, and this fated time in my life, and then I'll kind of be able to rest a little bit and just recover from things, and they will probably end up being close to when my mother passed away, and it will kind of be like a whole thing anyways, like it's been a year, boom, like this is who I am now, like all because of these fated events. And it's weird, super weird journey, and it's crazy. It's crazy, the growth in a year. It's crazy, the transformation. And it was worth every bit of it, and it's only getting better every single day. I'm implementing new things every day, new ideas every day, understanding more and more every day, fixing to kind of roll back into humans where I can rest a little bit and focus on other things where my body can heal. Because a lot of times when I'm with humans, it's less time on myself, less time on me focusing on myself, because I'm trying so hard to like bring in the information that they're giving me and see what I need to say and do to kind of trigger them to growth, give them the right information so that they can grow. I can say it in a way where it's very subtle, and it will get the results that I want from them, for them, and then whatever. So whatever, it's just a weird process the way I do things, but I don't know, man, I love life. It's so cool. Today was cool, today was fine, tomorrow will be fine, the next day will be finer, and then that's really when it's just like it's over. The old days are gone, and I freaking breathe and chill and relax for a second and be like, now where does my focus need to go? And life will be so much easier. So much easier. And excited, man. I'm excited. Kind of sad that it's done. But not really. Not really, because it's like, dude, I don't know, because it's kind of like it was attached. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like it's kind of like I was fighting multiple battles at a time. Well, I had multiple wars going on, and it's like it was like two separate versions of Cody going through this thing together. And during the day, I was one version of Cody, and then at nighttime, I had to be another version of Cody. And it was like the duality again, and it's always been like that for me, like the double-sidedness of the good and the evil, like, but not good and evil, but like light and dark, like just two different aspects of Cody always going alongside each other. And it's like, but then, you know, come Monday, I'll wake up into one, and it will be done, and I'll be able to focus then on one thing instead of splitting my brain, splitting my mind, splitting my time for two different aspects of Cody. One is mental health and his purpose, and then this old style of work, this old Cody who used to do these things that he doesn't want to do. It doesn't bring him fulfillment, it doesn't bring him joy, but he got it done, and he can walk away from that for at least a time being. If he has to go back to it, or if he chooses to go back to it in the future in some aspect, then that's fine, but he has to do life without it. And but I'm never going to be the Hammer again like that. It's just not happening. I don't think so. At least not alone. Honestly, I don't see it being a part of my life because it takes too much time, and the result is not good enough for me because the result is only money, and for me that makes 0 sense. To do something only for money makes 0 sense. I need all kinds of other stuff to come with that act. Like, I need people involved. I need to be helping people. I need to be inspiring people. I need to be whatever. Like, so any act that I do that only involves money makes 0 sense to me. Money is something that, it's just a tool, and it's fine to have it. But if I'm doing an act and it only involves money, I'm not going to do it. And that's kind of a rule that I'm going to be implementing from here on forward. If there's nothing other than just money, I'm not doing it. If I can figure out a way to shape it where it's helping people, it's inspiring people, it's letting people do this, and money, yes. But if it's just for money, I don't want any part of it. Because it does me no good. Because it's a waste of my time. I need to be doing things that have multiple facets, multiple things involved with it, multiple repercussions. And repercussions aren't good or bad, they're just, whatever. I just can't do things that only involve money. And that's how I deem what I see, like flipping houses and all that stuff. It only involves money. It doesn't do anything for me. So, I don't know, maybe I'll flip houses in the future, but there's got to be multiple facets of it, I don't know. As of right now, it just doesn't seem like it's a good deal for me. I don't know, maybe if I don't know. There's other ways for me. There's other avenues for me. Yeah, it just eats too much time. It's not beneficial. Because I'm exchanging time for money. And I'm worth way more than that. I'm worth way more than money. Money is just stupid. If you put your worth... That's the worst problem in the world. If you make your worth $, you lose. You lose. Like, that's the problem with the world. That's the problem with the world system. Is they put your worth as $, and you're worth everything. And that's where they got you. That's why you're a slave. That's why we are slaves. Because they made our worth $, something that's not even real, something that somebody else controls. That's the issue. Because we are worth everything. We are worth everything. We are worth all the time. We are worth all the attention. We are it. We are the worth. It's not a dollar sign. It's not zeros. We are the reason. We are the reason for every season. It's crazy, man. It's crazy when you look at it that way. And then when you start walking in that power, that's what I'm walking into. I'm not worth a dollar sign. I'm worth so much more. Yes, I'm tired. Money needs to come to me, but I'm worth all this other stuff. I'm worth everything. I mean, evidently I'm worth everything because these trees are giving everything so I can breathe. The rain falls out of the sky for me so I can freaking get hydrated and breathe, really. It's all a big cycle. Everything in this earth is created for us. So we are worth everything. And the government and people in power, they diminish all our worth with money. It's crazy. I think about that, man, because like when I spend time with people, dude, I'm like, dude, you guys are so fire. Like, I can't, like, why would I want to spend my time anywhere else? Even though I love spending my time, but it's like, in the moment when I'm with humans, I'm like, dude, this is so awesome. You are giving me your time freely. Like, there's nothing I can do but give you my time freely, too. Because you're worth it. You're worth my attention. You really are. Like, I love it. I love all people, man. And like I said, man, I like other people have my attention more than others. And I think it's supposed to be that way. Obviously, it's supposed to be that way. But it's cool, man. It's cool. But whatever, man. I'm gonna go inside and look at my painting again. I know exactly what this one is. I didn't forget this one, but I know what this one looks like. And it was quick, man. It was weird because, like, I was like, man, I could keep painting on it, but I was like, there's no point. Like, I think it's fine the way it is. Like, I could add stuff to it, but it's like takes away from the point. Like, I'm kind of thinking that I maybe shouldn't put birds in it, but I think I needed to put birds in it because it represents a number. It represents numbers for a specific reason, and it had to be that way. You know, and a lot of times, like, yeah, they represent numbers, and I kind of knew it after I got done, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, it represents a lot of stuff that I didn't think about until I got done doing it. And I know, like I said, every time I do something, it's exactly the way it's supposed to be for a reason. And, you know, it kind of talks about, like, things happening in your life, things people say. You may not understand it right now, but if you really was to look back at it, everything that anyone's ever said to you or you said to them is for a very specific reason. You know, and if you take the time and are aware of it, you will understand, if you look back at it, why those things were said, why those things were done, what the lesson is, so on and so on. Like, your life is freaking important. Like, everything you do is lessons, so you can level up, so you can get to your best self, so you can stop doing the habits and the things that you used to do in the past, and so you can walk into your best self, so you can be your best self, so you can help other people become their best self. And then in doing so, the whole world can become our best self, so we can escape the matrix and escape the world system that we're living in, where we're slaves and our worth is tied to money. Because whoever created us, created this world, all the processes, all the systems, so we can experience life. That means something. Even if this was a Big Bang theory, it doesn't matter, because everything Big Bang so we could survive. So we could experience. Well, that's the point of all of it. It doesn't matter. Everything is here for us. So we got to treat everything with respect. We got to give gratitude to everything, to the trees, to the plants, to the birds, to the bees, to the moon, to the sun. Gratitude and thanks, because they're letting us survive. They're doing things and surrendering their life so we can experience life here now. We can have fun, and we can procreate, and we can have kids, and we can freaking just be happy and skip and be sad. Like, it's for all of it. Like, that's what's so crazy is, like, I see emotions so different now. I see everything so different now. Like, it's all for a reason. Like, it's so crazy that death is the way it is. But it has to be that way so we can enjoy being alive. So we can kind of have fear about death. So it makes us move differently in the now. It makes us have urgency. It makes us appreciate the time we have together with humans, because we could die at any time and then lose that. We're gone. It's gone forever. So, like, you got to take risks because you don't know how long you're going to have. And the greatest risks come with the greatest reward. Like, love is a risk. When you love somebody and you put yourself out there, like, that's a fucking risk. They could walk away from you. They could turn you down. They could do whatever. Like, it's a huge risk to do that. But you don't have enough time to just not risk, things. Because otherwise your time will go by and then you just, where you at? And you didn't get to experience life like I did for 35 years. I didn't really get to experience life. I just did what was comfortable, did what was easy. Did what I thought I was supposed to do. I look at life like that. Like, dude, I knew I had a self-worth problem. I do now. Like, I go work at Food Lion, they want me to freaking go to corporate. I go to Lowe's, they want to make me store managers. Like, everywhere I went, every job, I always turned it all down. But I had some worth issue of, like, I wasn't worthy of it. And I'm not saying I wanted those jobs, but it would have made things different. But I always just went through life understanding, like, I don't want to do that. And then, like, college, like, I just went to college. No one told me to go to college. I'm surprised my mom even knew I was at college. She had no involvement of it. They came to my graduation. It's the only reason why I even went to graduation, because I wasn't even proud of it. I didn't care about graduating college. Number one, because I never wanted to do it. I just thought the whole world told me to do it. I was from a little kid, like, that's what you do next. So that's why I look at my life and I go, dude, all these things I was never proud of was because I never really wanted to do it. It was just so easy to fall into it, and it looked like the path that I was supposed to do because I was programmed to do it. I never wanted to do any of it. I had a guy the other day ask me, and this is for a reason. I kind of knew when he asked me the question that it was a bigger question. I don't think he understands it, but what he was asking. But I understood when he asked me the question. He's like, "How did you get into this work?" I said, "Dude, honestly, I don't know." I was like, I just was good at it. Like, I was working on farms and then whatever, and then honestly have no idea. It just kind of happened. And I just went through the stages and started working for another guy. We became partners at like 18, and then 2008 happened, and we went our separate ways, and I just kept doing maintenance and stuff like that on my own. And then I would work for other people, work for a plumber for a long time, but always continued to cut grass. I actually liked cutting grass. I had fun in cutting grass. It was cool. It did what it needed to do when I was doing it. And it gave me purpose when I was 16, 13 to 16. Like, it gave me purpose. It got me out of the house. And yes, I tied my worth to it, but it gave me something to be, I don't want to say I was proud of it, but I liked doing it and I enjoyed it. And it put money in my pocket, and it was something I could take on my own, and I created it on my own, and I did it on my own, for the most part. I got all my yards and all this stuff, and just started working myself into the field. And so I guess I could be proud of that, but I never grew it big enough to really be proud of it, but I also didn't want to, because I got comfortable with it, and I never wanted to grow it big. That's the whole point, is a lot of my business, I never wanted to grow it big. I don't know why. I knew I didn't have passion in it enough to want to do that. I didn't want to be, cutting 120 yards a week. Like, I've done it. I don't want to do it. There's no point in that, making that much money for what? You don't even get to live. Like, literally, all you do is wake up and cut grass until dark. Like, there's no fun in that for me. Like, I don't care how much money I have. That's stupid to me. It does nothing for me. And I knew this a long time ago. That's why I don't work super crazy anymore, because it's like, it doesn't matter about the money. It means if I'm working all the time, what's the point of having money? Because I can't even spend it. I have zero time and I'm tired. So like, I just knew I didn't want to live this way a long time ago. But it's just like, as I look back at my life, I'm like, my whole life I've always just been doing stuff that I never really truly wanted to do. And I just kind of fell into it. And so for the first time in my life, I'm understanding that I do want to do art. I want to grow my art as big as possible. I want to be everywhere. And it's not even just for my art. I don't even care if you like it or not. It's just, if it can get me into different avenues where I can go and talk to different human beings about the stuff that I've dealt with my own mind, with my own unworthiness, with my color, with the way I was raised, with adoption, being brown in a white world, being, colored in a white world, growing through that. Like, if I can use my art as something that will help just connect human beings together and give me a voice, give me a position, give me somewhere where I can go, and I start growing and start talking to these young adults, really, young adults and kids, because once you're a full-grown adult, like, you're kind of on your own, You got a lot of pride and ego you got to battle there. And I'll help you, but it's just harder for me to try and reshape a grown-ass person, because, dude, they're stubborn. The way stuff was, and I'm a grown person, but I at least had somewhat of a child brain, and I was still innocent enough to be able to change. And that's a lot of it. I was still naive enough, and I still had room to grow. I was still growing, which sounds weird. Maybe I'll grow to 6 foot. I keep telling people that. Like, what if I grow? What if I still grow? Who knows? I get taller. I think about it hard enough. Maybe I'll be 6 foot. I don't care about being 6 foot, really, I guess. But who knows? I like my height, I guess. But that's what I'm saying. But now, for the first time, I'm actually proud of what I'm doing. I'm proud every single day, which never made sense before. To be proud of something, like, that's crazy to me. It makes zero sense. And I'm proud of helping some individuals that I've helped over the last couple months. I need to get back to them and just kind of check on them and make sure that they're still doing good. And I've just been in my own little world for this last little stretch of this journey. I had to be alone for the last stretch of this journey. And I know why I had to be alone, but it's because this journey is mine and mine alone. And this was me kind of rolling kind of back into the final stages of preparing for the future. Well, I'm going to be jam-packed again with humans. And but it's just me understanding the balances and how I'm going to have to break that down so I can still be balanced in the world. But it's crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy when you start looking back at your life and going, man, now I know why I was never proud. And I was kind of embarrassed about it. When I started this journey, I was embarrassed that I was never really proud of anything that I ever did. But now that I look back at it, it's because I never really cared. Like, I never felt like that was something I really, truly wanted to do. Like, at one point, I thought I wanted to be a cop. Like, it seemed cool. It seemed like a good idea. I was in college. You gotta do something, right? So I was like, well, I guess being a cop seems cool. I don't know. And that's what I wanted to be, I thought, until I had the option to do it. And then I said no. So, like, but I was still never really proud of graduating college with a criminal justice degree. I wasn't proud about it. I wasn't proud of graduating college at all. It's just something I had to do because I thought that was the path you're supposed to go on as a human. And dude, it's weird because you think about it, it's like I go all the way back to high school and I'm like, I took an art class. I was like, maybe I should have been painting the whole time then. Like, where would I have been now? But I know it's not. It wouldn't have mattered because my life happened exactly the way it was. But it's just weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That would have been pointless. I can't even imagine it because it makes zero sense. There's no point in wasting my time on that. But it's cool, man. But now I understand why I was never proud of anything. And it kind of gives me like, dude, honestly, it's so crazy because I take a picture of my photo every single day that I paint and I post it. instantly because I'm proud of it. And yet I'm still doing work and I don't post it. I don't post the things that I've done because I don't care about that stuff. It's so weird. Like, it just lets me know that I'm not proud of the other stuff because I don't really want to do it. But the art and my videos, I post instantly every single day because I'm proud. I'm proud of giving myself time. And I'm proud of the art that I'm creating. That's crazy to me. And it may mean nothing to nobody else, but to me, that's big. That's crazy. And I'm proud about the stories that I'm telling. I'm proud of the life and the journey that I'm going on. Like, I'm so proud of this, I can't even explain it. I've never been proud of anything. For once, the only thing that really matters is what's in me. What's coming out of me, that's what I'm proud of. I'm not proud of any of these other materialistic things. Like, that shows you who I am. That shows me who I am. Is that I'm not proud of anything else in this world. Any materialistic crap. But I'm proud of me. And I should be. And you should be proud of you. Whatever you create, whatever you do, whatever you give yourself time to, whatever you love and enjoy, be proud of it. The things that you create. That's cool, man. Facebook, people always taking pictures of their kids. Oh, it's because they created them. They're proud of them. Like, that's fire. Or they cooked something crazy and they created it. Start being aware. Like, start watching what people are posting online. You're going to start understanding that people are proud of what they create. Like, everyone's already there. Everyone is already on the same page. Everyone already knows that the rest of this world, materialistic shit, doesn't fucking matter. Because no one's proud of it. But they're really proud of what they created. Whether it's kids, whether it's a dresser, whether it's a cake, whether it's a meme. Whether it's a job that they've worked to get, they created it to get in that position, like, that's fire. They sacrificed time and then dedicated themselves to that place, and then they got the job that they wanted. Like, that's fire. Everything, that's crazy, man. You know, I mean, maybe homes and stuff is cool too. I guess if you worked real hard and you were able to save the money and do that, buy the dream home you wanted, I guess. I don't know. But it's all about what we create. That's what's so crazy. Is we're all proud of what we create. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the world is on page with this. We just don't even know it. You know? That's cool, man. That makes me happy. People just don't know it. And, like, once you start becoming aware of it, then you can really start creating even more stuff. Because now you're like, wait a minute. I'm proud of this stuff. Like, it makes me happy. Let's create some more stuff. Let's see what else I can create. And it just starts a cycle of, like, figuring out what's worth your time. What's worth you creating. I don't know, man. I'm done. This talk is weird. I don't even understand it. But I'm happy. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of who I came to be. I'm proud of giving myself time for the first time in my life, for a long period of time. I'm proud of taking a freaking journey. You know, I'm proud. I'm proud. It's been a cool year, man. Even with tragedies and whatever. Now, it's been a cool year and a half at least. Whatever. It's been cool. I should have marked a height thing on the baseboard, on the door board, to show my growth. I probably would have got shorter. But that's how I feel, you know. I feel like I've grown so much. I've grown from a child into a man, and then back into a child. But whatever. But I just grown. I've learned balance. I've learned how to, I don't know, man. It's fire. It's a lot of information, and I'm just proud. For the first time, I'm really proud of All of it. It was worth it. All the rest of my life of being unproud, this makes it worth it. Because now I'm proud of this. I'm proud that I went through all that stuff. I'm proud I had to go through all that stuff and not be proud so I can be proud about myself now. It's cool. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be another day. Who knows what's going to happen. Whatever. I love y'all. Peace.
Somebody who told me it's all good and I'll be okay. Song for the summer. It's always gone before you can break ties. You need a song for the summer. By your side with somebody in your line. You need a song for the summer. And all this time, all you needed to feel alive was a song for the summer. Song for the summer. What I take, paint pictures in the sky. It ain't over and alive. No take backs, the cost of going live. No brake pads, I'm all in for the ride. Here is song for the summer. It's always gone for you can break ties. You need a song for the summer. By your side with somebody in your line. You need a song for the summer. And all this time, all you needed to feel alive was a song for the summer. Song for the summer.